We always talk about the best way to grind Ultimate Team, whether that be through going through the various game modes or even trading. But one thing that we always skip on is grinding your objectives, more specifically your seasonal rewards. Today that changes. I'm going to give you the best way in which you can go from starting out at rank 1 all the way to max rank, where you can claim all rewards within every season. But before we do get into the video, if you're looking to push ahead with your Ultimate Team, then there is no better place than U4GM. U4GM offers cheap, fast and reliable EAFC coins so that you don't need to sweat it out 24/7. You can sit back, relax and play Ultimate Team the way it should be. Have fun. Build the teams you want to build, open as many packs as you wish. Simply use the link in the description down below, select how many coins you want and the platform that you play on, and within just a few short hours, those coins will be added to your account. To make this still even better, you can also use Fanatic at checkout to get yourself a 5% discount. Thank you U4GM for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back into grinding objectives. So every single season, you will be able to progress and rank up, which will unlock seasonal rewards. And these rewards can be amazing. Yes, there's part of these which will give you club items, which for me, I'm not interested in. However, on the other side, you're able to get coin bonuses, players, and some really good untradeable packs. But unless you know what you're doing, it can be very difficult to reach maximum rank. You can't simply just go through games. It's not as easy as that. And let me explain why. Every single season, you're going to need 40,000 XP, and there is a chance that this can change. It's a very easy number for EA to update. Maybe for season 2, you might need 50,000, 60,000. It all depends on what they think is going to keep players playing. And if you were just to go through any type of game mode, you're not going to get that much XP. You don't get any XP for the individual games you play. Division Rivals can reward you up to 350 XP for winning 3 games as part of your weekly reward, and up to 700 XP for winning 7 games. But this is if you're in the higher divisions. If you're in the lower divisions, you will get slightly less. With the Champions Playoff, there is no XP. You get nothing from the games, and you get nothing as part of the rewards once you complete. The Champions Final will reward you with XP, giving you anywhere between 250 all the way up to 1,500. Yet again, can only be done once every week. And in squad battles, you're able to get anywhere between 100 up to 700 XP depending on your overall rank. But yet again, you can only do these once per week. And just like the other game modes, you get no XP from the individual games that you play. So even if you were to go through all of this, the chances of you reaching maximum rank within a season is very difficult. So how do you do it? Well, it comes down to the other objectives at play. With the game modes that we just talked about, and I said that you do not get XP from the games themselves, however, you will get XP from the daily objectives, weekly objectives, and bi-weekly objectives. Every day you'll get a challenge which will be score goals and also play a match. Very easy to do, and no matter what game mode you go through, it's likely that you will be able to do this either in 1 or 2 games. Your weekly objectives will require you to go through moments, complete daily objectives, play matches, win matches, assist goals, score goals, and buy players. And your bi-weekly objectives will require you to play 5, 10, 20, 25 or 30 matches, which will reward you a decent amount of XP, plus you get a bonus on top for completing all of this. Now, by going through all of those previous game modes, if you were to keep on going through and grinding out, eventually you will complete these. This can give you a substantial amount of XP to progress. However, it's still not the best way. The best way is from the other live objectives and challenges which are going on. EA will continuously update this multiple times every single week, where they will add new types of challenges which relate to the current promo, and depending what's going on will depend on what is required from you. But typically, most of the time, you can go through these and they will give you additional XP on top, plus on top of that, you're able to get additional rewards such as packs, players, and coins. This will require you to play a certain amount of games, score a certain amount of goals, get a certain amount of assists, but now it's going to be specific with your team and players. It may require you to get a certain amount of assists with an English player, whereas other challenges might require you just to win games but have a certain amount of players from a specific league. And normally with these, they will require you to either complete this within division rivals, squad battles, or it could just be any Ultimate Team game mode. Where it gets real special, and we're still waiting for these types of challenges to be added, but when EA adds new types of friendlies which connect to these challenges and it becomes a tier system. You'll get challenges which require you to win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. And with each and every single one of those, you'll be rewarded in some way. And of course, an easy way to progress is if those challenges will reward you with XP. And typically, they reward you with something quite substantial. With all of this going on, it brings us down to one simple bit of advice. If you're looking to easily grind seasonal rewards, the best thing to do is to check your objectives. Just go and look to see what's there. Because I know a load of players who do just play Ultimate Team. They get stuck in a routine of playing division rivals, they go through the Ultimate Team champions, and then they trade in between. And even though, yes, that's great, you're doing more than a lot of other players, it's still not the most efficient way to go through things. Because if you just take the time to check your objectives, you may see that you're easily completing your daily, weekly, and bi-weekly challenges. But there's some very easy ones where if you just simply swap out 1 or 2 players, you're able to complete and even qualify for various challenge requirements in order for you to complete them. When it gets really efficient and you can complete seasonal rewards within just a few weeks, depending on the challenges that EA releases, will be how you stack your objectives. If there's separate objectives which require you to score with an English player, score with a French player, score with an Italian player, score with a German player, you can very easily put all of those within your team. And even if you're not able to go into division rivals just because you're not that good, you're not confident in going into that game mode and playing online, you could easily do this in squad battles, select the difficulty to be semi-pro, and score goals with each of those players. By the time you finish, you would have scored a goal and also played a match within your daily objectives. That's complete. You would start to mark down some of your weekly objectives with playing matches, winning matches, assisting goals, scoring goals. You'll start to progress your bi-weekly. Plus, on top of that, you are then completing the challenges which require you to score goals with each and every single one of those players. Now, of course, this is an easy example, and you won't be able to stack every single challenge in a game at once, but by taking the time just to look to see what's there makes life incredibly easy. There are some very simple things that you could be doing right now which you don't even know about, but you will know about it if you just check your objectives, see what's there, change your team slightly so it may not be as good, it may even be better if you find the right players. You just make some slight adjustments and start progressing. Stack these objectives, complete as many as possible, and you could be earning thousands of XP every single day. And you don't even need to be putting that much time in. I'm someone that has to limit their time because I run my business, I run many YouTube channels, it's not just this one. I'll spend an hour or 2 per day and I'm still able to grind through my seasonal rewards at a faster rate than most people because I do take my time and use my time effectively when going in game. The last thing to say is that there are also a lot of objectives which do not give any XP. They're not all created equal. In this case, we're prioritizing XP, so I'm telling you to go for that in order to progress your seasonal rewards. However, there's going to be a lot of others which will just give you a few small 75 rated plus gold packs, which are still better than nothing, but at the same time, it's still not amazing. Me personally, I think the best rewards you can find are mainly through your seasonal objectives, although there will be occasions where EA are very generous with content and release some challenges which will give you packs, which is at that point where you shouldn't prioritize your XP, but you should prioritize getting an 85 × 5 player pack because that can be big. If you're wondering how you can tie objectives into having the very best start in Ultimate Team, then I highly recommend clicking that video on screen. That video goes through the ultimate beginner's guide to success when very first starting. I hope you enjoy.